Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for connecting to today's class. Thank you very much for being here. My name is Antonio Galimberti. Thank you for waiting for me. Are you ready to start with today's class? Yes, which class are we doing today? Today we are doing class number 52. And what are we talking about? We're talking about what people are doing. And well, this is an interesting topic, and to be able to cover this information and talk about this subject, we will be developing information on the present continuous, prepositions, the simple present, and simple past. We will also describe these pictures using the target language, and we will work on this card in order to develop test taking strategies, especially if you're taking the PEIC exam. We're going to write a paragraph with 168 words to practice the target language. We will review the use of the present continuous using prepositions, and as usual, we will practice our pronunciation using phonetic symbols. Are you interested in online English classes? Please contact us, all right? Visit our website or send us an email. At the end of the class, we're going to have a Q&A section. So if you have any questions about the information that I will be presenting today, feel free to ask your questions, and I will be very happy to answer the questions as well. All right, so thank you very much to all those who are connected, and are you ready to start? I am. So here we go. Let's begin. Hi, welcome to this speaking class. It's class number 52. Today we are talking about what people are doing. In order to develop this topic, we are going to focus on the present continuous and right now on WH questions. How can you form WH questions in the present continuous? Well, you have to start with a WH word like what, where, and why. Do you see green? Right after that, you have to use the verb to be in orange. Then you have the subject in light blue. And finally, you have a verb that finishes in ing, yellow. So green, WH question, orange, verb to be, light blue, subject, yellow, verb in ing. Examples: what are you doing? Where is she going? Why are they laughing? And the intonation is not rising, it's falling. All right? Now, you can also use the present continuous in affirmative sentences. In order to do that, you need to change the order of the words a little bit. This time, you're going to start with a subject, light blue. Then the verb to be, which has to be conjugated depending on the subject, which you see in orange. Then you're going to have a verb that finishes in ing. Do you see yellow? And a complement. Examples of this are the following sentences. Number 1, I am reading a book. Number 2, she's going to a concert. Number 3, they are laughing because the movie is funny. All of these sentences are talking about situations that are happening right now. That is why you're using the present continuous. What about the present continuous in negative sentences? You can also do that. You don't change the order of the words that much. You only have to use the verb to be in orange in negative form. So again, subject in light blue, the verb to be in negative in orange, a verb that finishes in ing in yellow, and a complement. In this way, you can talk about things that people are not doing right now at the moment of speaking. Example number 1, I am not playing video games. Number 2, she is not going to a party. Number 3, they are not watching a romantic film. Can you ask WH questions using the present continuous? Yes. So that is what we're going to see now, including examples of short answers. Look at this. When you're making a when you're making a yes no question using the present continuous, you have to start with a verb to be in orange. Then you put the subject in light blue and a verb in ing, yellow. Examples of questions. Are you reading? Short answers. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Number 2. Is she studying? Short answer. Yes, she is. No, she's not. Number 3. Are they laughing? Short answer. Yes, they are. No, they're not. So this is how you can make questions and answer questions, yes, no questions, using the present continuous. Now, can we use all of this grammar, all of these ideas in order to develop our test-taking strategies? Yes. For example, let's imagine that you have to take the PEIC exam, which is the Pearson English International Certificate. And if you're taking that exam, you may be asked to develop this question or this task. Imagine you're traveling. You call your mom to tell her what you are doing. You also ask her what she's doing. And your partner is your mother on the phone. So they're going to give you a card like this with instructions that you have to follow in order to make a conversation. So it says, greet your mother. Ask her how she is. Number 2, tell her what you are doing on your trip. Number 3, ask her what she's doing at the moment. Next, tell her what people around you are doing. Next, tell her you will call her again tomorrow and say bye. This is the card, and you have to create a conversation using or following these instructions. So what can you use? You have to use the present continuous, because that is the grammar tense that we use to talk about situations that are taking place right now. So you have the card here. How can you change this into a conversation? We have an example here. This is not a perfect example, but it's going to give you an idea on how to turn this card into a conversation when you're taking an international exam. Number 1, yellow. Hi, Mom. How are you doing? Number 1, light blue. Hello, I'm doing well. Yellow. Number 2, great. I'm visiting a park here. Light blue. 2, sounds great. Yellow. 3, what are you doing? Light blue. 3, I'm reading a book now. Yellow. 4, awesome. People are listening to live music here. 4, light blue. That must be fun. Yellow. 5, it is. I just wanted to say hi. I'll call you tomorrow. Light blue. 5, thanks for calling, John. Keep enjoying your trip. Number 6, yellow. I will. Bye, Mom. Light blue. 6, love you. Bye-bye. Okay, this is a conversation. It's not a perfect conversation. It's not a perfect example, but it's going to give you an idea on how to turn this card in an international exam into a conversation like this. Do you see examples of the grammar that we're using or we are talking about today? Yes. Do you see all the highlighted parts in white? Yes. Number 1, yellow. How are you doing? How are you doing? Present continuous to talk or to ask about how the other person is. Yellow 2, I'm visiting. Present continuous to talk about what you are doing right now. Number 3, yellow. What are you doing? Present continuous to ask how what the other person is doing. And number 4, yellow, people are listening. Present continuous to talk about what other people are doing. Every time that you use or talk or use the present continuous, you will need a subject, You will also need the verb to be and a verb in ing. Now, what about light blue? In light blue, we have number one, hello. I'm doing well, present continuous. I'm doing well, to say how you are. Number three, light blue, I'm reading. Present continuous, to talk about what you're doing. Awesome. Now let's continue with some test taking strategies, but now let's focus on the A2 key Cambridge exam. When you take this exam, you're gonna receive a set of pictures like this, and here what will you be supposed to do? Here, you're not going to be talking about the pictures. You will be writing about the pictures. You will have to narrate a story based on 4 pictures, for example. Well, in our classes at AG Lounges, we turn this activity into a speaking activity to make you speak in class. So here in this video, we are going to use the present continuous to describe what you see in these pictures. Okay, so we will use the present continuous to talk about things that are happening now, the simple present for facts or things that usually happen, and the simple past to talk about things that happened in the past. Finished activities. What can you say about this picture? Maybe you can say something like this in class, or write something like this in an exam. This is a picture of my friend Anna and me. I took it like 3 years ago. Do you see the simple past in green? Yes, the verb is take, but here you have changed the verb into the past. It is an irregular verb, so you are changing take into took. Number 2, in the picture, we are visiting New York. So what are they doing? They say we are visiting. That is the present continuous to talk about things happening now. How many ingredients does it have? It has 3 ingredients, so to speak. It has the subject we, it has the verb to be are, and it has a verb in ing, visiting. We are visiting. All right. Now number 3. We are posing for a joint selfie on the top floor of a building. Present continuous to talk about things happening now. Subject we, verb to be are, verb ing, posing. All right. Yellow, present continuous to say what is happening at the moment of speaking. Number 1, picture 2. What can you say? You can say, I took this one on a wedding 5 years ago. Again, green, simple past. Took. In the present, take. In the past, took. Irregular verb. Number 2. In the picture, you see my friends, John and Anna. They are running right after the wedding ceremony. Yellow, present continuous. To talk about what they are doing at the moment. Subject, they. Verb to be, are. Verb ing, running. Look at orange. Orange is not about what is happening right now. Orange is about something that usually happens. Pay attention. Number 3. Actually, they run together every morning in a park in their neighborhood. Simple present, orange, to talk about habits, not necessarily to describe what is happening at the moment. How many ingredients or elements in the sentence at the beginning? 2. The subject, they, and the verb run. You don't need ing when you talk about facts or things that usually happen. Okay? So, yellow, present continuous, subject, verb to be, ing. Orange, simple present, to refer to facts or habits or routines. 2 elements, subject and verb. No ing. Third picture. This is a picture of my mom and my sisters. It was last week. Simple past. It was. Was is the past tense of the verb to be. Correct. It's an irregular verb. That's why you're changing be into was. Number 2. They are cooking at my mom's place in the picture, of course. Present continuous. They are cooking. Subject, they. Verb to be, are. Verb, ing, cooking. Present continuous to talk about what is happening right now. Look at number 3, simple present. They cook together at least once a month. Orange is to talk about habits, things that they usually do. Yellow is to mention what they are doing at the moment of speaking. They are cooking. Present continuous. They cook. Simple present. The next picture, number 1. This is my best friend. In the picture, she's giving a talk in front of her class. Present continuous. She's given. To say what is happening at the moment of speaking. She, subject, is, verb to be, given, verb ing. Number 3, orange, habits. She always gives motivating talks about how students can achieve their goals. Okay, so you don't see ing in orange. Why? Because you are talking about facts, habits, routines, things that always happen. All right, so that's why you have she, then you have a frequency adverb, always, and then you have a verb, gives, conjugated into third person singular. That is why it finishes in S. If you want to watch the whole video or more videos, visit aglounges.com. Interested in online English classes, please visit our website, send us an email, contact us. We will be happy to help you out with English classes. If you have any comments or questions, please leave a comment and visit our blog. You will find tons of information there. Follow Hector Cabrera on Instagram. He helps us a lot. And subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Are you ready for the writing class? Yes, I am. So thank you very much to all of those who are connected, and I'm very happy to see you here. So I'm so happy that you are here connected, and if you have any questions, just leave your questions there, and I will answer your questions at the end of the class. Okay? Yes, that's great. So let's continue. Yeah, we're gonna do writing now. Welcome to this writing class. This is class number 52. And what is this class about? We are going to write this paragraph. We have 168 words to talk about 2 photos that I like. Photography, pictures. This is class 52. What is the objective? To describe photos. And the grammar we will focus on is the present continuous and the simple present. The present continuous, remember, is used to talk about things that are happening at the moment of speaking, but we use the simple present to talk about facts, habits, things that usually happen. This is the paragraph. It has 168 words. Class 52. 2 photos that I like. I will read the paragraph for you, and please, while I am reading the paragraph, try to identify examples of the present continuous in the text, and also examples of the simple present. Okay? So here I go. There are 2 photographs posted on my Instagram account that are my favorite ones. In the first picture, my friends and I are sitting at a table in a restaurant in my city. We are celebrating a wedding anniversary. In the picture, everyone is smiling. The girls are wearing beautiful dresses and the boys are holding their wives' hands. I like it because it reminds me of the importance of friendship and loyalty. The other picture I like is one that I took in my neighborhood. In the photo, you can see a market with a lot of fruit and other products. The people look so busy. Most of them are walking. Some are shopping. One old woman is looking at me with an angry face. This picture is one that I like because I feel the photo talks about the beauty behind simple and ordinary days. Even though those are my two favorite pictures from Instagram, all the photos I have taken have a story to tell. Well, nice, 168 words, class 52, two photos I like. What can I say, or what can we say about this paragraph? Well, look at the introduction and look at the conclusion. I would say look at the introductory sentence and the concluding sentence. The introduction says, there are two photographs posted on my Instagram account that are my favorite ones. And the conclusion says, even though those are my two favorite pictures from Instagram, all the photos I have taken have a story to tell. Do you see any similarities between the first sentence and the second sentence? Yes. They touch on similar topics. For example, the introduction is talking about two photographs, and that is what you are also mentioning in the conclusion by saying my two favorite pictures. You mention Instagram in the first sentence. The same happens in the last sentence, and you're saying that they are your favorite ones. So whenever you write a paragraph, it is a good idea to write an introductory sentence, a topic sentence that makes it clear what your paragraph is going to be about, and a concluding sentence that contains kind of like the same ideas to allow you to wrap it up. All right? Now, do you see examples of the present continuous in this paragraph to talk about what is happening at the moment of speaking? Maybe when you mention what people are doing in pictures. Yes. Look at all the yellow parts of this paragraph. Number one, my friends and I are sitting. Present continuous. Subject, my friends and I. Verb to be, are. Verb ing, sitting. Next, we are celebrating. Subject, we. Verb to be, are. Verb ing, celebrating. Everyone is smiling. Subject, everyone. Verb to be, is. Verb ing, smiling. The girls are wearing. Subject, the girls. Verb to be, are. Verb ing, wearing. The boys are holding. Subject, the boys. Verb to be, are. Verb ing, holding. Nice. Next, most of them are walking. Subject, most of them. Verb to be, are. Verb ing, walking. Next, some are shopping. Subject, some. Verb to be, are. Verb ing, shopping. Next, one old woman is looking at me. Subject, one old woman. Verb to be, is. Verb ing, looking. So you can use the present continuous to describe what is happening in a picture, what people are doing in a picture. Nice. Now, what about the simple present? You have examples of the simple present here to talk about your preferences or to mention facts about something. And sometimes your sentences can have very long subjects. That is what happens in the introduction. The subject is, there are two photographs posted on my Instagram account that is the subject. What is the verb? Are. That is a fact. That's why you're using the verb to be. Next, orange number 2. I like. Subject I, verb like. Next, it reminds. It reminds me. Subject it, verb reminds. It finishes in S not because it is plural, but because it is conjugated into the third person singular. That's why. Next, the other picture I like is subject. The other picture I like. That is the subject. And the verb is. Next, you can see. Well, you have. This is in the present, of course. You're using a modal. Yes, you can see to talk about a fact. Then the people look. Okay, the people look. Subject, the people. Verb, look. Next, the picture is. Subject, this picture. Verb is. I like. Subject, I. Verb, like. I feel. Subject, I. Verb, feel. The photo talks. Subject, the photo. Verb, talks. It finishes in S because it's conjugated into the third person singular. Those are. Subject, those. Verb, are. All the photos I have taken have. There are two haves here. The verb is the second one, the one that is underlined. Okay, the subject of the sentence is all the photos I have taken, and your verb is have. So you can use the simple present to talk about facts or to give your opinions, to express your likes and preferences. And you use the present continuous to say what is happening in a picture, right? Now, some useful information here. There are phrases that allow you to give context to your story. For example, in the first picture, you have the context there, right? Then, next light blue one, the other picture I like to introduce the second picture, right? That's a transitioning phrase. And then in the photo, you can also provide context with that phrase. In that way, I understand what you mean. There are expressions to give reasons, or phrases to give reasons, or words to give reasons, I should say, the green ones, because, and even though. This allows you to show contrast. Okay, even though you have two favorite ones, you like all of them. Even though, very useful to express contrast. If you want to write a paragraph like this, 168 words, you can organize your ideas in this way. You can make a graphic organizer in which you write information about the first picture you're going to talk about, and then you also put your ideas together into the graphic organizer, referring to the second picture. And your ideas can be about the description of the picture and why this picture is important. You can do the same when it comes to talking about the second picture. And once you have put your ideas here together into this graphic organizer, you will be able to write a nice paragraph like this with 168 words. Well, this is just an example, with two main ideas. If you want to watch the whole video or more videos, visit aglanguages.com. Are you interested in English classes online? Please visit our website or contact us. You can send us an email at info@aglanguages.com. We have additional information in the description of this video too. Leave your comments, leave your questions, please. We will be very happy to help you. Visit our blog and follow Hector Cabreras on Instagram, please. Hector Cabrera on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram too. Are you ready for the last part of the class? Yes, I'm ready. We're going to be talking about vocabulary and pronunciation. I'm very, very happy to have you here, guys. Hello, Betty Hernandez. She's connected from Mexico. And I'm happy to see you here today. If you have any questions, just leave your questions there, Betty. So, what are we going to do now? We're going to focus on pronunciation and vocabulary. This is class number 52. Welcome to this pronunciation and vocabulary class. This is class number 52, and the information we're going to be covering has to do with what people are doing. And we are going to review some useful vocabulary that allows us to talk about what people are doing or about the things that you are doing. Which piece of vocabulary are we going to develop here? Two pieces of vocabulary. The first one is the present continuous, subject I, verb to be am, and then one verb in ing. But right after that, you see a preposition. So it's a very good idea to memorize these collocations. For example, number one, think about. Number two, listen to. Number three, take a picture of. Number four, wait for. Number five, read about. Number six, chat with. Number seven, talk on. Number eight, ask about. Look at how you can use these combinations, so to speak, these collocations in the present continuous to talk about what you are doing at the moment of speaking. Number one, I'm thinking about a problem. Present continuous and a preposition, about. Number two, I'm listening to the radio. Number three, I'm taking a picture of a friend. Number four, I'm waiting for a train. Number five, I'm reading about a movie star. Number six, I'm chatting with a friend. Number 7, I'm talking on the phone. Number 8, I'm asking about pronunciation. Cool. So what is the objective of this information? To remind you of the importance of using the right prepositions when you are talking about what you are doing. So memorize this information. Think about, listen to. Number 3, take a picture of. Number 4, wait for. Number 5, read about. 6, chat with. 7, talk on. 8, ask about. Cool. Let's pay attention to our pronunciation. We're going to use phonetic symbols taken from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. How do you pronounce this word? 8 letters, 7 sounds. You divide the word in 2 syllables. The first syllable is the stressed syllable, and in the first syllable you have a weak I. Think, think, think. And for ing you have in. It's not like G in Spanish. It's like a mix of N and G. We don't have that sound in Spanish, so it's hard for us to pronounce that sound 100% accurately. So what is the pronunciation of the word? Thinking, right? The pronunciation with it's a nasal sound. Now, 7 letters and 7 sounds. You can have 3 syllables or 2 syllables. So how do you pronounce the word? The stressed syllable is the first one, and you have a weak I in the first syllable. You have a tiny little schwa in the second syllable, and you also have a weak I at the end of the word. Pronunciation: listening, listening. It can also be listening, listening with 2 syllables. Cool. Number 3, it has 6 letters but 5 sounds. You divide the word into 2 syllables, and the vowel in the first syllable is the stressed one, and it is pronounced the A with a hat. The A wearing a hat, so to speak, is pronounced A. How do you pronounce the word? Taking, taking. Now, 7 letters, 5 sounds, 2 syllables. The first syllable is the one that is stressed, and the pronunciation again is with the A that is wearing a hat, so to speak. How does it sound? A. Waiting, waiting. But because of the fact that T is between 2 vowels and the first vowel is stressed, you can pronounce T as R, but like this: waiting, waiting. Nice? You're flapping the sound. Here in this word, you have 7 letters and 5 sounds, 2 syllables. The first syllable has an interesting vowel, letter E, wearing a hat. What is the pronunciation of that sound? E. That is a long stressed E, so to speak. So how do you pronounce it? Reading. The first sound, the first vowel sound, is stronger than the second one. All right, you have like a long I, no? Re, and a soft I. Reading. Right? Cool. Next, you have this: 8 letters, 6 sounds, 2 syllables. The first syllable is the one that is stressed. Here, this is letter A without a hat, so that means that this is the A that laughs. Okay, so how do you pronounce that? Chatting, chatting. Next one: 7 letters, 5 sounds. The spelling is with A, the pronunciation is with O. How do you pronounce the word? Talking, talking. The first syllable is the one that is stressed. And as you can see, you are now going to pronounce a letter L. 6 letters, 5 sounds, 2 syllables. The first syllable is the one that is stressed. Again, you have the A that laughs. in the first syllable. So the pronunciation is asking, asking. 7 letters, 5 sounds, 2 syllables. The first syllable is the one that is stressed, and you have the soft I here. Singing, singing, singing. Okay, and number 10, 7 letters, 5 sounds in 2 syllables. The first syllable is the one that is stressed, and you have a letter U in the pronunciation, right? You see U and a dot on top of it. So this is a short U. It's not a long U. So it's cooking, cooking. If you want to watch the whole video or our whole collection of videos, visit aglanguages.com. Interested in English classes online? Please visit our website or contact us. Send us an email. We will be happy to help you out with your English. Leave your comments, leave your questions, and visit our blog, Free LT Resources. And please follow Hector Cabrera on Instagram. And also follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Now, that is what we are being talking about today, or we have been talking about this, what people are doing. This has been class 52. If you have any questions, I will be happy to help you out. Well, it seems you don't have any questions today. No problem. You can send me any questions you have later, maybe on WhatsApp, or just post a comment in the description of the videos. So what was the objective of today's class? We reviewed the present continuous to talk about things that are taking place right now. Prepositions, because there are some prepositions that go along with specific verbs. Also the simple present, when you want to describe or talk about a habit, a fact, a routine, something that always happens. And also we briefly reviewed the simple past to refer to actions that happened in the past. Remember, if you are interested in English classes, we will be delighted to help you out. So send us a message and we will get in contact with you as soon as possible. Visit our website, visit our blog, and thank you very much for connecting to this class or for watching the recording during the day or during the week. So thank you very much for being here, Betty Hernandez. I really appreciate it, and see you next class. Bye bye. Bye guys.